took a trip down to Old Nice, cobblestone under my feet, dog shit on the streets, in search of peace while listening to beats. I headed east and the view was a treat. Life is so simple when surrounded by friends. The joys, the smiles, the laughter, hope it never ends. Sitting by the cascade, hanging in the shade, reading, writing, rhyming, enjoying the life that I'm in. I took a trip down to Old Nice last week. I took a trip down to Old Nice last week. I took a trip down to Old Nice, and I found myself peace. It was one of those days where time stands still. You become one with the world, an inexplainable thrill. But alas, it's hard to stay there in that glory. Story of my life, was it written for me? Not ready to turn the page, don't feel my age. You're only as old as you feel. I turn back the gauge, release some of the baggage I've been dragging down the streets. Last week in Old Nice, I found myself at peace. I took a trip down to Old Nice last week. I took a trip down to Old Nice last week. I took a trip down to Old Nice, and I found myself at peace. Found my soul at peace. I found my heart at peace.